Whenever you're ready.
Hello.
I'm gonna fill you up.
Welcome to TJD. We watched Game Night.
I'm Ty.
I'm Jake.
I'm Drew.
Question mark?
I'm uncomfortable.
So yeah, this week we watched Game Night, the 2018 film. So from the top, spoilers. I mean, this film is brand fucking new this year.
This motherfucker's swearing.
Yeah, no shit. Jason Bateman, Rachel McAdams.
No shit.
No shit.
He called the shit poop.
Kyle Chandler, amongst others, are the cast, and a quick synopsis. No, that's not a quick synopsis. That's the whole plot. I don't want that. A group of friends who meet regularly for game nights find themselves entangled in a real-life mystery.
It was a mystery, all right.
Yep. So, but again, spoilers. We're going to talk about this film. Just off the top, I recommend seeing it. I think it's hilarious. It's a great R-rated comedy.
I'd check it out.
Yeah, I'd recommend it.
Okay. So you've been warned. All right, pros and cons. Pros, Rachel McAdams.
In what capacity?
Oh, she's just hot.
Every sense
Yeah.
of Rachel McAdams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she looks pretty good in this.
I mean, look at that picture of her on IMDb and tell me you don't want to do that.
The boys immediately get sidetracked and start discussing porn stars on IMDb.
Like, do you look up the porn stars to see what they've been in, and you just
Are
look at...
porn stars on IMDb?
I think you can find some, yeah. I think there are a few.
Get the fuck out of here.
Who do you want to know?
Try Jesse James.
Well, no, because that's the name of, like,
A
an
thousand
actor,
people.
too. The guy who was married to Sandra Bullock.
Well,
Casey Affleck was in this porn. With Brad Pitt?
Give me a porn star. I'll look it up.
Stormy Daniels.
There you go.
Yeah. The one that's been in the news.
It's popular now.
Yeah,
so
she was in The 40-Year-Old Virgin as a porn star.
Really?
Okay. What else?
Do they actually...
Operation Desert Stormy? That sounds like a porn.
Yeah.
All right, that's what I was looking for. No, I wasn't looking for that. I mean, I was wondering if they named the porn movies. Yeah, that's probably not just a regular film.
No?
No, it says it's an adult comedy. Action adult comedy. So you get
Probably.
all three of those.
Probably light on the comedy and action.
No, Michael Bay directed this one. Oh no, it was actually directed by Stormy Daniels.
Oh, she's a triple threat.
Yeah.
Actor, fucker, and
I'm
director.
gonna have to not watch that.
She's the Gareth Evans of the porn industry.
I'll probably watch about 3 minutes of it.
It doesn't even make it through the credits and Jake is done.
No one's even naked.
Yeah, it was just all credits.
I was just so excited to be watching a porn that I just start immediately. I'm like, oh, we're moving now. References. Yeah, Rachel McAdams is hot. And
But
she's just a good actress.
She's great in this. She's funny. She plays the great, like, straight, like, Jason Bateman is so neurotic that she's, like, his straight guy.
Right.
So, because of his...
Keeps him balanced.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I just always, like, Wedding Crashers. She's just good at playing that kind of girl next door, fun to hang out with type of girl that makes you just love her and stuff.
And we'll have a baby with her.
Yeah.
Did you say you directed this?
No, I did not.
And who stars in it?
I did say who stars in it. I did say who starred in it.
They had 2 names for director.
Yep. Directed by John Francis Daly, who you would know from Bones or Freaks and Geeks.
He directed it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he also makes a small cameo. And then Jonathan Goldstein, who I don't know. I don't know Jonathan Goldstein at all.
Wow, good for him.
He was right for Spider-Man, Horrible Bosses.
And Vacation, though.
The New Vacation?
Yeah.
Oh. I never saw The New Vacation.
And supposedly he might be doing the Flash film.
Well, no comment.
That's a thing.
Yep.
Yeah. But no, yeah, John Francis Daley has done quite a bit. So, yep. Also, Waiting, you would know him from, but yep, he makes a small cameo in this, and it's like, oh, cool. The director makes an appearance.
Yeah, he's like Hitchcock.
No, not really.
No?
No. Because I don't think he's appeared in every movie he's directed, but I don't know. I haven't watched all of his movies.
Hitchcock?
Didn't Hitchcock try to put himself into every film?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, that's why it was.
Yeah, I know he was in them.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Anyways,
I got a pro. The mental illness this made me feel in trying to decipher whether this was all bullshit or not.
Mm-hmm. You were so adamant from the beginning. You're like, this is all a game. Even after he gets like taken and beaten the shit out of you, you're like, this is the game.
The thing is, Michael Douglas in The Game, David Fincher, that was long enough ago that I could see somebody kind of putting that element into a movie now, and it wouldn't be sacrilege or anything. It would just be like, hey, we were inspired by this, and we decided, enough time had gone by that we were going to throw it back in a movie. Mm-hmm. So I thought it'd be the new version of that, which is why immediately I was like, okay, it'll be the most outlandish shit you've ever seen, but somehow it's going to be a game. And I guess we said that we're going to spoil it.
Yeah, that's why.
It isn't, but that motherfucker made me doubt myself one last fucking time. And he literally was like, you all fell for it. And in my head, I'm like, wait, a guy flew into a fucking jet engine. And like when she hit him in the face with the fire extinguisher, I'm like, you're not going to hit an actor in the face with a like, I've worked some desperate fucking jobs. I'm not taking a fire extinguisher to the fucking face for a gag. So you can have fun, because rich people, whatever. It isn't going to happen. Like, it isn't a great face, but I get one of them. So, yeah. And then the jet engine thing happened, and I'm like, well, what the fuck? This can't be a joke now. And then that son of a bitch has that look on his face, and they even frame the shot like it's the big reveal, and he's like, you learned all the lessons that I wanted you to learn, and I fucking got you. And I'm like, fucker! And then he's like,
get up, Trevor.
And then he's like, wouldn't that be fucked up? Yeah, he tells the guy to get up, and you're waiting, and he doesn't move. It's the most fucking trolly shit I've ever seen. And it was literally just like, oh, wouldn't that be weird if we did that? And then it cuts to the next scene, and you're like, what the fuck?
But it was a great joke.
Oh, it was great.
God, that was good.
It caused a visceral reaction from me. Because I don't know what's real. This whole fucking movie, I'm trying to understand. Is it bullshit? Is it not bullshit? In the back of my head, you're right. Almost the whole time, I'm like, it's bullshit. But then, like I said, that part where they're on the track and they wreck the fucking jet, I'm like, all right, you're wrecking jets now? Like, that's a lot of fucking money for a game night. And, yeah, you're hitting a guy in the face with a fire extinguisher, and, like, it's just, yeah. But no, it's real. Parts of it are real. Parts of it are bullshit, but all the crazy shit wasn't planned.
Oh, so you talk about the ending reveal game night. What about the middle reveal game night where the cop had set everything up? Did you expect that, or
the twist where he like kind of had? I didn't expect it to be him. I did expect that he kind of was in on it because of just how fucking weird he was. Because that's the thing, is you don't really see how he was before. So you're like, has he always been fucking...
They always say he was weird.
Yeah,
so.
And you can even see, like, in pictures with his wife and stuff, he's always looking, like, really creeping up on her and stuff. Like,
and that dude's been a creep and other shit. He's fucking good at being a creep.
I love when he pulls away from the door, and they're like...
And there's just blackness in the entryway, and you're like, what the fuck?
They're like, do we go in? Like,
someone's like, I'm scared.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they push the dumb guy, and he's like, I won't go in, I'm scared.
I wouldn't have gone in. Honestly, though, I'm the kind of neighbor where when he was talking about my Tostitos, I would have told him to go fuck himself. Because he's like, why do you have 3 bags of Tostitos if you guys are staying in? I'd be like, because I'm fucking fat, and I'm going to eat 3 bags of Tostitos. And if people show up, suck my dick, you're not invited. You don't owe an explanation to your fucking neighbor.
Well, when you used to be friends, though, because of his ex-wife.
Maybe.
But also, he's terrible at playing games.
Yeah, he is bad at playing games. This was me crying at the Regal Theater watching the Green Mile.
Pretty obscure.
Pro that guy.
Yeah. He, being the way he is hilarious. Like, in the first viewing, I guess you guys took him just as creepy as shit, but like with my second viewing, it kills me. Like how weird he is, and knowing he's setting all that shit up is just fucking hilarious to me.
Jesse Plemons is his name.
He was excellent at what he was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. Just randomly talking to him and like talking so stoic, and then like he's like, turn off the car when his brother shows up. Not there. Turns back. There he is. Oh, yeah.
He was good.
Honestly, I think all the cast is great in this. Like, the one guy who looks so familiar, but we never really could place him, Billy Magnuson, who plays the moron. He was hilarious. Like, he played his role. Like,
I kind of like that they didn't really flesh out their whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was just kind of like a weird night, and you're like, oh, I could see him hitting it off and actually ending up together, or they just play games this one night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like, she's like, oh, you have a crush on me? And he's like, well, you know. She's like, now you're making it weird. Like, why didn't you say no? Aren't you guys say...
Right. Yeah, she says, like, you're starting to fall for me.
Yeah.
Then he's like, maybe. And she's like, wait, no. What?
Him sliding his $17 across the table as slow as possible. Because he always dates an Instagram model, and then this time he brings a smart woman.
Right. And then he's the moron.
Yeah. I think he was great. It just, his face and his mannerisms was like, I know this actor, but literally isn't nothing. Like, nothing.
He was a good idiot.
The only thing I could ever think of is there was an actor on Rules of Engagement for the whole run who played the same type of character. He was very aloof. So, and I was like, he kind of looks like him. And so I was like, that's the only thing I was like, I kept getting him confused. So, but no, I think everyone plays their part very well. So I think just the ensemble is a huge pro.
I'd agree.
Yeah. I thought the pacing was good.
Mm-hmm.
I was never really like, what are we doing right now? That'll happen sometimes with movies like this, but for the most part, you know just exactly where they're going or what clue they're after or anything like that.
I love their meta-ness. Like,
pretty self-aware.
Yeah. Like, he's like, oh, what a twist again. You got shot and we're supposed to... But then he actually puts his fingers in the bullet hole and he's like, oh, fuck. But, like, they keep they'll call themselves out. And that's why I like, is they're like, oh, it's this. And then it's like, oh, shit. I found it funny with the little meta shit they threw in there every so often to be pretty damn good.
Khan?
Not enough Anthony Michael Hall.
Yeah. That was surprising.
That was a great cameo, just at the end there.
Wait, who was Anthony Michael Hall?
Oh, you mean Michael C. Hall.
Sorry.
Oh,
Michael C.
yeah.
Hall.
I was like, that's the
bad,
kid
Anthony
from
Michael
Breakfast
Hall.
Club.
Yeah, he played Michael C. Hall in this. He was great.
Wow, he looked exactly like Michael C. Hall.
Michael Hall as... My God. Michael C. I'm sorry.
Dexter.
Yeah.
How could you possibly mix those names up?
Yeah, it's not like they're both 3 names.
It's like Mike Wazowski and Steve Wozniak, which are literally the same name.
And they look alike.
That's kind of mean to
one
Mike
eye. And
Wazowski.
he's green.
Oh shit.
No, I agree with you though. The pacing, it's very straightforward. Like they throw twists at you, but like, and you really don't see them coming. But at the same time, it's very like, hey, this is what we're doing. This is where we're going, and they try not to sit on a scene for too long.
Right.
I'm trying to think of cons for this film. I'm sure there are some, but like there's no real resolve with the cops and them talking to everyone at the party.
No.
See, and that kind of just gets left.
I guess it'd be nitpicky because this movie isn't going for realism, really.
No.
But there are some unbelievable aspects to this in terms of, like, getting shot and having an exit wound and not knowing you have an exit wound on the back of your arm.
Fucking know.
That is literally another wound that you would definitely feel. The amount of blood all over the fucking dog. You would know. With the carpet that red, you would hear that shit hitting. You would have to.
Yep.
The brother getting fucking house arrest, apparently, after going... How many people died during all this shit? And then you're a black market smuggler.
2, but they were both bad guys. And he didn't kill either of them.
I understand that he could have flipped on other people, but at a certain point, it doesn't matter if you flip on other people. You're not going to get house arrest.
Hey, Nick Cage did it in Lord of War.
That's another movie.
Oh. Are we cows now?
Yes. But,
Pro Nick Cage in this film.
No.
Oh. How great of a cameo would that have been?
I think it would have ruined parts of it. What would he cameo as? Michael C. Hall?
Yeah.
That probably would have been pretty great. Very weird, though.
If I let you suck my tongue, will you be grateful?
Yeah. He just says that when he walks up. You're like, what? Am I in the Matrix? Did I do peyote? Peyote?
Peyote?
Yeah.
The band? POD.
Oh, POD.
ICP?
Yep.
Have either of you ever been a juggalo?
Have I been a juggalo?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like you partook in ICP culture.
You partook in being a juggalo?
Yeah.
Does that mean, like, did you dress up as a clown?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Did you?
I was never a clown.
You were never a clown.
I had a CD.
Okay. Saying I was never a clown kind of led me to believe you were something else. And if we guessed, you would reveal what it was.
I'm a zebra. You got
I'm
me.
70 mice in a man suit. That would be a twist.
I'm not a horse.
What
I'm a
if I
broom.
unzipped my chest right now and 70 mice ran out the front door?
I would freak the fuck out. I'm not
I'd be
gonna
like,
lie.
yeah, that was Jake.
You'd be like, wow, they're evolving. They're somewhat articulate. They talk about murdering children a lot.
I mean, they're
Black
hungry.
Plague coming again.
They're hungry.
Well, this has been weird.
Yeah. Gosh, I mean, I feel for Bateman though. Like, okay, it's weird. I have an older brother.
Right?
You are the older brother.
Yes.
Drew.
I'm an older brother.
You're an older brother. So, did you ever make your younger sibling, did you intentionally ever try to, like, beat them or like, make them feel like they're worse than you? Like, I'm not saying, like, you're, like, calling them a piece of shit or something, but, like, you're, like, you asserted your dominance.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like playing games and
Yeah.
stuff.
It's like,
Probably every now and then. It's probably normal to do it occasionally.
Siblings.
it's like
Right.
you would play, like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You get to pick whoever the fuck you want, and they have to be Donatello, because you tell them to.
Right. I follow.
Because
I'm right
that
there.
was me. That's what I grew up with, was Yeah, you're Luigi because you're Luigi.
Is that why you are the way you are?
Yeah, probably a little bit.
Luigi can jump higher, though.
I know, it's true.
Luigi was better.
He was.
People just didn't know back then.
Yeah. Gotta keep it OG.
Your brother was looking out. Kinda.
Yeah.
Hey, Luigi has a mansion. Mario doesn't have shit.
Or, brother's like, Michelangelo's my favorite, so you gotta pick a different one. And it's like, well, I'll go with Leonardo. I mean, there are 4 of them, so.
I just remember looking for Yu-Gi-Oh cards at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Why?
Because, okay.
And that's when you hit rock bottom.
You were jonesing for
That's when the heroin addiction started. God, I gotta pawn this shit. I didn't actually do heroin. Much.
Why were you going looking for Yu-Gi-Oh cards if you wanted heroin?
So he was too young. He was old enough to want these things, but not old enough to be responsible with them. So he would get all these really rare Yu-Gi-Oh cards and then lose them. So then I'd be trying to fuck my girlfriend, and he would knock on the basement door and be like, "Can you find the leg of Exodia?" And my girlfriend goes, "What the fuck does that mean?" And I go, "I'll be right back." And then I'd spend probably a half an hour looking for a fucking card with a picture of a leg on it. So he could do nothing with it that night. And then by the time I go back down, she's not in the mood anymore. And I'm not in the mood anymore.
You came back downstairs and you're like, yeah, let me give you that leg of Exodia.
Thud. No, it never worked that way. It was usually, I have to go now.
So it was always missing like the clitoris.
The clitoris of Exodia?
Yeah.
Wasn't Exodia a man?
I just meant...
I don't even know if Exodia
It's
is
a secret promo card.
the clitoris.
That's not even what I was going for, but fine.
It works.
I meant, like, the card
You
didn't...
just hold the card out and you're like...
I put it in attack mode.
right outside Dragon's Lair. Standing on the corner, just licking the clitoris of Exodia.
It's the only action he'll ever get.
And, like, he doesn't even play Yu-Gi-Oh! He's always out there, though. And he's stroking it.
I more meant the card didn't exist like the clitoris, but...
Oh, yeah.
I like the other joke better.
That works, too. Yeah, so that was a thing. True story.
Oh, God. So stupid.
I can't believe you gave up sex.
Oh, I didn't give it up willingly. It was taken from me. That doesn't sound right either. My sex was taken from me?
His virginity was taken from him.
No, it was just like, you need to do this because
Why?
we don't know what it means. And he needs you to do it now.
Is that what your parents would say?
Yeah, they would text me and be like, "Hey, Zach needs you," and then he would come knock on the wall, and yeah, it
So
was
wait,
awful.
did your parents know you were banging?
Well, define no. They knew that I had a lady friend over and the door was locked and we were hanging out. So yeah,
Yeah.
unless they're fucking retarded, they knew.
See, I always had you had to be an open area.
Oh no, I didn't have that.
Yeah.
Thank God.
You were just doing the open area. Zach,
Insanity Wolf.
She's like on my lap, and I'm like, "How's work?"
Zach, I'm leg deep in Exodia right now. I can't help you.
Do you want to see the real clitoris of Exodia? What is this pod?
I don't know.
What happened to it?
We went off the rails pretty damn quick.
It's getting towards that dicey area where I get a little nervous.
That Yu-Gi-Oh story just spiraled downhill quickly.
Well, I was trying to talk about, because, like, Bateman, this whole movie, is trying to deal with being the lesser of his brother. Because his brother, unbeknownst to him, has lied, cheated, and conned his way to where he is. And even did it to him when they were kids. And so that's why I was talking. He feels like less of a man. Especially when Rachel McAdams is like, yeah, he's more attractive. And everybody is like, yeah, he's a cooler guy than you. I mean, it like, growing up as a younger brother, my brother was fucking cool as shit to everyone. They're like, oh, hey, Ty, we went out and drank with your brother last weekend. I'm in high school. And I'm like, good for you.
Yeah. Fuck him.
Yeah. I'm like a sophomore, and my classmates are like, oh, yeah, we've been to parties with your brother. I'm like, well, good for you, I guess. I don't care.
So for you, was it outside of, like, games and stuff?
It was games.
He was just always trying to one-up you?
Yeah. And, like, most of it was just brotherly shit. Like, I don't think he meant to harm me at all. Just brotherly crap, so.
I never went out of the way to put my brother down or make him feel like he wasn't better than me, if that makes sense.
No.
In a game, I'd fuck him over a little. Like, maybe I'd take a better character, or, you know, a fighting game, maybe I wouldn't tell him some of the controls the first time, because I knew once he knew he would beat me, because I suck at him. But it was mundane shit like that. Just asinine. Nothing really mean, like, I'm better than you.
See,
bullshit.
my brother never went out of the way to be like, I'm more popular, none of that shit. But like you say, like we'd play like Madden or something, and he'd know some plays that like worked because it's like wrong with the programming. And he'd pick fucking Tecmo Super Bowl, he'd pick the Raiders and just hand it off to Bo Jackson. Even if he called the play, you might not still tackle him. So, yeah.
So he's Satan.
Yes, exactly. No, but I kind of got where Bateman was coming from, and and so then to have this whole game where he's trying to one up his brother and then chase him down and just win right away it's something I was like, oh, I can resonate with that.
Yeah.
Always living in your older sibling's shadow, kind of deal.
Wow. Feel all that oxygen suck out of the room? Means Madonna's here.
Like her vagina? Like it's a black hole?
She unzipped her fly.
that would be a horror movie I would watch.
Her Marty McFly?
It's called explosive decompression.
Jesus.
If you watch my face just suck into the corner of the room, you need to run.
Like that dude got sucked into that jet engine?
Yes. Exactly like that. I don't think that'd be... Is that a good way to go?
No. I mean...
There's pros and cons.
Probably pretty quick.
The pro, you're not going to feel shit.
You hope you don't.
Well, if you feel it, it's going to be bad. But it's going to be like that, and then you're done.
You hope.
So, you mean cancer?
Yeah, you hope, like, sticking out. Like
yeah, you're halfway sticking out like, ah!
Yeah, it just grinds up your fucking legs and then just dies. So half your torso is hanging out.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck!
That's when you want to go
Take
ahead
my
first.
gun and shoot me in the fucking head.
Do it now!
Do it now. Yeah. That'd be fucked up. So you go to a crime scene and there's a chewed up torso sticking out of a fucking jet engine with a bullet in its head.
Do you charge the person? I mean...
Charge him with what? You give him a goddamn Medal of Honor for putting that poor son of a bitch out of his misery. Give him the keys to the city. Maybe not that far.
Yeah, I loved her reaction like, yes! Oh God, he died!
I don't think a lot of people have come back from that. I would be interested to hear what they had to say, though.
She saw some shit, and she was like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, nothing's... They saw a lot of shit that night, and none of them are, like, really psychologically scarred by it.
No.
She literally watched a man get sucked into a turbine engine, and it's like, yep, I'm good. I'm ready to have a kid. I'm ready to have a dick inside of me.
I can tell you from experience, it's not pleasant to watch.
What?
A man going inside of a turbine?
Right.
You saw... Did another downloaded
Not
movie?
in real life. Yeah. I thought it was a Chevelle song. Is how so many of my stories start.
Send the pay below.
And then Stormy Daniels. No, that's if you're having a good night on LimeWire. That's the worst that happens. Is you're like, oh, it's just Stormy Daniels.
Fucking
the shit out of
Donald
somebody.
Trump.
The twist is when she flew into the jet engine. What if somebody made one of those?
I don't want to see it.
That would fuck you up. I don't think there's any coming back from that, because you probably had your dick out, right? And you're like halfway in, and she goes into a jet engine.
Is this another fucking Zombievers discussion?
I don't remember that.
Oh, where the girls were about to get on, and like Jake's like, I'm slightly aroused, but then she turns into a beaver.
Yeah, that's
The
right.
transformation from a woman to a pile of goop.
What a fucking great movie.
I'd finish.
You turn into goop too?
I'm gonna make some goop, all right.
Jeez. But no, like none of them are psychologically affected. She just like, oh, that's how you get the drop on somebody. As she takes out Michael C. Hall with using the fucking fire extinguisher again.
That was the other thing too. The timing on all that would have had to have been exactly perfect.
But well, and see that's another meta joke like I liked. He's like, I'm gonna be like Liam Neeson, like, you know, going through the roof, and they're like waiting for him. He's like, gosh, I can't do this. It's like, well, because that's action hero bullshit.
Right.
Let me get the drop on.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, and then the whole like Taken scenario where he knocks out the airplane. Like, it's like, oh yeah, well, I guess this car shouldn't work anymore, and it doesn't.
You think a car could ram the wheel of a jet engine? Or
that jet was going too fast.
The landing gear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
jet
jet
could actually fuck it up that much.
Maybe. With
Snap
enough
it off?
with enough
Oh
force.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
I think so. It would at least bend it to where the plane would drop.
At that speed, too? Probably.
Okay.
I think that is possible. What's not possible is that they were on that runway for a long fucking time.
It was like, from Face Off.
Or, as I say, Fast and the Furious 6 or whatever it is, where they said, like, the runway would have had to have been, like, 20 miles long to do what they all did in that time. Yep. So, that was the only thing where it was like, okay, they needed to do that slightly quicker. But, trying to think. What about some of the references? There was one in here where it was Eyes Wide Fight Club, and you said that actually works. Why does that work?
Because Eyes Wide Shut is Tom Cruise putting on a mask and going to a rich person's party where they're all wearing costumes and fucking each other. And then they go to this house that's doing a fight club, and it's a bunch of rich people, and they don't know anybody. And I don't know, it just kind of made sense where... I don't know, they said that line, and I was like, okay, I know exactly what you're saying.
Okay, yeah, I mean, instead of shut, like, because you're orgying, you're now fight clubbing.
I thought they were going to pull a, God, what is that fucking name of the movie with the limo driver? Stretch. Like, they go to that house, and that hedonistic house. I thought it was going to be like that.
I think the Fight Club was better. Because that guy kept talking.
Well,
he's like,
he kept
rich
referencing
people
it.
do fight clubs.
It was a good build-up.
By the way, if you had if you were a billionaire, would you have a fight club in your basement?
Yeah. Yeah. If I was a millionaire, I'd have a fight club in my basement. Fuck, if I do all right next year, I might have a fight club in a basement.
A basement, not yours.
Just a basement.
You don't need to be a millionaire, man.
I mean, yeah, you have to have limbs
In a basement.
in a club.
Why does somebody have to have limbs?
Well, how are you going to fight without limbs?
You bite somebody.
Yeah,
Can
you
a
can
torso
headbutt.
fight? Biting's not fighting.
Yeah, it is.
Biting is fighting.
Yes.
I
Ask
do not
Mike Tyson.
recognize
That's
it.
a good band name.
That was not fighting. That was garbage. Biting's not fighting? For a band name? Is that what you said?
Biting is fighting.
Biting is fighting?
Yeah.
I don't know band name. You might get a song out of it. Band name, I think they'd be like, what the fuck?
You have something called you have one called Five Finger Death Punch. That's not the name of a fucking band.
Yeah.
Would you, because we've done plenty of his movies, what do you think of the guy's Denzel impressions?
It was pretty good. I don't think it was as good as Jay Farrow's.
Mm-hmm. I'll agree with that.
But it was close.
Yeah. I think his Training Day was better than his Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
See, Drew hasn't chimed in much on this movie. He just...
Jay Farrow, what did he do a Denzel impression in?
He was on SNL. He did a lot.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and he had YouTube videos where he would do Denzel. That was kind of his thing. He was really good at doing Denzel. And then he kind of, I don't know what he does now. That was
didn't last as long as Kenan Thompson. Seeing Kenan's been on there for like 15 years.
How, though?
How?
Yeah.
Because he has nothing else to fucking do.
It's not because he's great, though.
No, he's just a good bit player. I mean, Tim Meadows did the same fucking thing. Tim Meadows wasn't great. He just hung around for fucking ever.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
He's at least done other stuff, though. Like, what is Jay Farrow actually doing? Tim Meadows does, like, voice acting and stuff.
Well, yeah, and so is Kenan. Kenan's been in some major motion pictures.
I don't know what
Good Burger?
Well, that was before, but I'm saying, like, since SNL. He was
major motion pictures.
Snakes on a Plane.
Okay.
He did Fat Albert. He led Fat Albert.
Yeah. You mean that Bill Cosby cartoon about a fat guy who helps inner city children?
Yes.
Helps them what?
Well, let's not go there.
Helps them. Goodwill and
towards
pudding.
men.
Goodwill and pudding?
Yeah.
All right.
I
never thought we'd get a Fat Albert out of Tide. My, how we've grown.
It's been a while for an impression.
It was all right.
Oh, thank you.
You seem like you doubted yourself a little.
I don't care. We're 100 and some episodes in. I don't fucking care.
We have no shame at this point.
Yeah. Kyle Chandler, though, as the brother, was a fucking asshole. Like, I liked at first you were laughing at him, but then as soon as you're like, wait, he's the brother?
Yep.
And you're like, fuck him.
I just imagine him as my older brother, and I'd be like, yeah, go fuck yourself.
Mm-hmm. Especially when he tells the fucking story about how Jason Bateman tried sucking himself off.
Yeah.
I think I would murder him. If he told a room full of my friends that story, I'd be like, you're going to die tonight.
Yeah, that's horrible.
I mean, how would you live with yourself knowing your mother caught you naked as shit trying to suck your own dick?
I mean,
I told you I would kill myself. So.
You either gotta live or you gotta die. You have those two
You either
options.
get busy living or you get busy dying.
Brooks was here.
It's even more tragic than that.
Shit.
And he lived.
Or like the time where Rachel McAdams and Jason Bateman come in with their board games or whatever, and he grabs them all and throws them across the room.
Yeah, that would
So
piss me
she
off.
goes pick him up. Yeah. He's like, I was being theatrical. It's like, go fuck yourself.
I got a question.
Sure.
You look nervous.
I am.
So your mom catches you in the same situation.
Oh, God.
How's your mom react?
Oh, she probably is like, what the hell are you doing? Like, you know, like...
It's not one of those, she, like, helps you out, and she's like, we're never going to speak about this.
My mom probably would have left the room.
She would have just left you there?
Yeah.
Fucking decomposing.
Oh, you mean like to help you out?
Yeah, to help you out.
No, at first, I think at first, I understand. She would probably walk in...
And she's like, oh, he's doing some embarrassing shit. I'm going to pretend like I'm not here.
But then when...
Mom, I got it in!
Oh my God.
Now, question for you.
Oh, fuck. Go on.
If you could do that and get it in, would you do it?
No, I don't think so. It might feel good, but you still got a dick in your mouth.
Yeah, but it's not gay.
No, it's gay.
It's your own,
Because it's you.
It's gay as fuck. You still got a dick in your mouth.
You still got a dick in your hand?
Yeah.
Fuck you. For shattering my worldview. You come here next week and my fucking balls are swollen this big around. You're like, what the fuck happened to you? I'm like, nothing.
Drew opened my eyes.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. Every time I move, I'm in agony.
I can't sit down.
Oh, that would be terrible.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's not the same thing, though.
How?
I don't consider it the same.
It's you. It's you.
How do I... Help me. How do you word this, Ty? How is it not the same thing? One of them you have a cock in your mouth, and the other you just kind of have one in your hand. Like, if I was in a bathroom stall... I'm in a bathroom stall, okay? And there's 2 glory holes.
Why are you in a bathroom stall?
Well, because, you know.
Glory holes.
2 holes. One of them, the guy's like, I need you to suck it. The other one's like, I just need you to stroke it. I need you to stroke it. And they both go, we have an agreement with each other. You have to do one of these. Which one's worse? I'm not sucking a penis.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you were going to do both.
Yeah, Jake's gonna...
I just pull my pants back up. Guess we're not having fun here. Thought you guys were gay.
Yeah, but see, in that scenario, you're actively looking for other people.
No, I'm not looking. There's glory holes unprovoked. I'm just taking a shit.
This is his, like, Saw. Like, this...
Yeah. He goes, would you like to play a game? And he unzips his pants and puts his cock through the stall door. And he goes, you either do this with your mouth or you do the other with your hand. I'm jerking that dick off. I'm not even going to ask any questions about it. I'll just be like...
He didn't even think of the possibility that he'd get up and walk away.
And then when the one guy finishes...
We did say put him in a Jigsaw room, so... he has to do one or the other.
Yeah, so you finish that guy off, and then he goes, I'm not actually Jigsaw. And then he just... he washes his hands and leaves, and you're like,
God, if I had $1 for every time that happened.
Just another day at the Alamo Draft House.
Jeez.
Ah.
Well, that got weird.
How's a movie that has nothing to do with any of this bring this out of us?
You never know what movie's going to do it.
But no, I mean that, yeah, I don't think I'm with you, though. I wouldn't do it. That's weird. I don't know. That's just weird to think about.
Yeah, are you going to suck your own dick?
No.
What are you giving me shit for? This motherfucker.
Because it makes for entertaining podcasts.
Oh, I'm still bothered because the hand kind of is the same thing.
He's not going to get any sleep tonight. Just cold sweat.
Might be celibate.
Just go eunuch.
He's like angry all the time.
I mean,
what's the difference?
Right? Would you? I can't even talk anymore. Would you?
Get the dick out of your mouth.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about that.
Well, someone told him to eat one, so.
Oh, that's
there it
true.
is.
Yeah.
Full circle. God, I hate you.
Another meta joke they make in this, because she's like, can you charades it? And he's like, oh, that's some cute-ass full-circle bullshit.
That was pretty garbage.
Yeah.
But I was like, but see, they kind of joke about it.
Yeah, because that's why they at least acknowledge it. They're like, yeah, this is kind of stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So... I kind of wonder how much of this was ad-lib, though. I never really saw or read anything that how much of it was, but man, I think it's really good. So
maybe a little bit, and I think, I don't know, the director might let him do something like that.
Yeah, and I think this guy is probably a pretty good director about it. So the child acting joke was pretty funny at the end too. So
because of Jason Bateman.
Yeah. All right, we aren't going to let him start out so young and just throw him in everything. Nope, we're going to let him do a little bit at a time.
Teen Wolf 2.
God, that movie is awful.
Never saw it.
I saw, like, clips. That's all I needed to see.
It's awful. It is bad. Like, Teen Wolf is fun. It is bad. So... I'm trying to see. I'm not seeing anything... where fucking The Ed Norton joke was fucking funny too. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing anything where they allowed him to ad-lib, so.
How pissed off would you be if you were roped into all this shit?
Well, fuck, guys, we missed it. There's an after-credit scene, I guess.
Really?
Yeah. So we might have to throw that shit back in after this.
What does it say?
It says, post-credit scene, there was a scene after the credits finish that features Gary's ex, Deb, and not Denzel.
That's something.
Mm-hmm. So that sucks.
Would you hang out with Gary knowing he orchestrated all this crazy bullshit?
Absolutely not.
I don't think I could.
You would at least have to invite him to the first couple, just because he did pull all that shit.
I'd fucking move.
Let him down gently.
Yeah.
I would move and not tell him where I was. Oh, he's a cop, so.
Yeah.
Gary, you're mentally ill. I'm sorry.
Oh, that fucking dog scene though.
My god.
I love it too. Like, because with movies they always keep trying to fix it, and Bateman's just like, fuck it. He goes, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
Oh, do we want to do scenes, by the way?
Sure.
So mine, gosh, there's so many good ones to choose from. I'm probably gonna go with where they're somebody else go. I gotta try and limit it down.
I'll probably say where they're fleeing the bar where they find Jason Bateman's brother there for the first time, and they're all running out of there, and Jason Bateman recently got shot in the arm, and they drive to a convenience store to pick up some oddities and other things to remove the bullet from Jason Bateman's wrist. Forearm, whatever. And so...
I understand.
So Richard McAdams takes out a big knife and cuts into the bullet hole wound, and it's very, very large.
It was
cut.
like 8 inches long.
Yeah, it was very,
It's
very...
like, holy shit, it's just a bullet hole, not a grapefruit.
And so she's digging around in there with tweezers, and she hears like a tapping. She goes, "Oh my gosh, is that the bullet? What is that?" And Jason Bateman's like, "That's my bone. That's my bone." And then he turns over his forearm, and he goes, "Why? Wait, I can see bone here." And they're like, "Oh no, that's the exit wound." Like, how would you not know?
You would know
that the bullet was out of you.
I just also like that she's using an alt. She's like, I found it on alt-right website, so I'm just gonna ignore the racist shit.
Right.
What did the racists say about? Oh, that was pretty good. I do like that scene. Go ahead, Jake.
I'd probably go with the bar scene where they originally think that they've got it figured out, and the brother's in the back room, and the guys are there that are actors, and they're kind of just doing all this crazy shit with a real fucking gun, by the way. And Rachel McAdams is dancing around to Third Eye Blind and really hot, holding a gun.
I was aroused.
It was pretty impressive. And I thought, wow, I wish I was held at gunpoint by her. But, yeah, the whole thing was just fucking crazy. Like, there's so many little things where she's aiming the gun at someone's fucking face.
She puts it in her own mouth.
Yeah, drops it on the ground like an asshole, and it doesn't go off. I expected someone to get their fucking head blown off, like, accidentally, but it never happened.
She hands it to Bateman, and he just kind of holding it.
Yeah, he's holding it weird.
Don't make me use this.
And he, like, even laughs at it, like, oh, yeah, a gun. And then, yeah, she takes a selfie and literally puts it in her mouth, and you're like, what the fuck? But, yeah, I really like that scene. And then the twist that, like, hey, we're kidnappers, like, legitimate kidnappers, and I'm a fucking black market smuggler, and I'm into some deep shit, and you're still kind of like, oh, is it a game or not? But I thought it was a cool scene.
Mm-hmm. I would go with, gosh, I don't know why it's so hard for me to just pick one. I'm going to go with the not Denzel. where she because she drank when they were playing I Never, to that she had slept with a celebrity, and he had so they went on a break because they'd been dating since they were like 10 years old. This couple, Winston from New Girl and this other actress I don't know. But they've been dating since they were 10 years old, except they took a small break before they got engaged. And he got an over-the-pants hand job from some girl. And he's like,
he didn't climax.
Yeah, he's like, it was rough, and it didn't feel good, and I didn't climax. Something along those lines. Like,
We've all been there.
We just talked about this last week, and you're like, why are you fucking jeans? And I'm like, no, like, where you... Never mind. Fuck it. That's last week. Not gonna bring old shit up. But then she goes into how she slept with Denzel, and she's like, I even have a picture of it, and shows him, like, them in the club, and, like, you could so tell it's not Denzel.
It looks like Squidward.
Yeah.
That fucking nose.
It's gigantic.
He's like, that's not Denzel. He goes, as soon as you look at the nose, it gives it away, doesn't it?
Well, where did he take you?
To his condo. His 2-bedroom condo. Where the second bedroom was his office.
Yeah.
He drove a BMW. Oh, 3 Series. He made her pay for drinks.
Good for that guy.
Yeah.
He's got a good little hustle going on.
Yep. So that was it was hilarious because like he kept making references through it. He's like, oh, what's he say the first time like she gets a clue? He goes, oh, you're smart and unfaithful or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh. So yeah, it was a good writing joke, and then like I think the payoff was really worth it. So, because you see the instant regret in her eyes,
and then he loves it. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm not even mad. Like,
Yeah.
this is hilarious.
he goes, I got a hand job, and you slept with non-Denzel.
Fair trade.
Yeah. Oh.
Would you rather have a shitty hand job or fuck somebody who looked like Denzel Washington? Kind of.
So it's still Denzel Washington?
No, it's not. It's just a guy who kind of looks like him.
No, a girl that kind of looks like Denzel Washington.
It's a girl that looks like Denzel Washington.
You call her Denzel.
So we're not even going to flip the, I would rather... Wait, so is Denzel giving me a hand job?
Not Denzel. Not Denzel is giving you a hand job.
I don't want either.
You're in a saw room.
And I have to choose between fucking him or just getting a hand job. I would probably take a hand job.
But it's over the pants.
That's fine.
You're wearing jeans.
Okay.
No underwear.
I don't care if I'm wearing sandpaper.
Actually, it'd be more like, yeah, either you get an over-the-pants hand job from Denzel, Denzel, or you fuck, I don't know, Melissa McCarthy.
Is this just a way to get me to say that I would fuck Melissa McCarthy?
Yes.
I literally was the first actress I thought of because of the fucking previews.
Yeah, I'd
Con,
probably...
the previews were terrible for this.
There were a lot of fucking previews.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Melissa McCarthy. I'm not even ashamed.
I mean, no, that's the right choice. Nothing against non-Denzel, just I don't want over-the-pants hand job by a man. So, yeah, Game Night had an 82% on Rotten Tomatoes and 82% audience score. So, they were the same.
It's kind of one of those movies that I didn't know a lot of people that saw it, but everybody that went to see it was like, it was surprisingly fun.
Like I said, my fiance and my sister went to see 50 Shades 3, and I was like, at the same time, I was just at the movie theater. I'm like, I already saw Black Panther. I'll go watch Game Night, because then we would get out around the same time.
You didn't want to see Melanie Griffith's weird-looking daughter doing raunchy shit with a gay guy?
Is that Melanie Griffith's daughter?
I think so.
I don't know. That's why I'm like, oh, really? Anyways, I will pick 50 Shades one of these times.
And I'll pick a Serbian film.
Any or just the? I didn't know if you like have a collection of Serbian films. Like,
What was I looking up?
No.
Melanie Griffith's daughter.
Yes.
Jesus, how old are you?
Too fucking old.
But Rotten Tomatoes says, with a talented cast turned loose on a loaded premise and a sharp script loaded with a dark comedy and unexpected twists, game night might be more fun than the real thing.
Her parents are Melanie Griffith.
Oh.
And Don Johnson.
Ooh. 66 on Metacritic and a 7.1 on IMDb. The film was made for $37 million, which I know their advertising budget wasn't much because no one I talked to really had ever heard of the film.
I literally had never heard of it until I was at Alamo watching something else and waiting outside the theater, and I saw like Game Night, and I was like, "What the fuck is Game Night?"
Yeah. It made 116.2 in its theatrical run though.
Did this come out around Black Panther?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, that must have been what I was there for.
I think it came out a week after it, so
that was a rough movie to go up against.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out February 14th. It was pushed back to March 2nd, then moved back to March 23rd. Or February 23rd, sorry. So, yep. So, I mean, I think they were even struggling with where to put it.
Mm-hmm.
So, which kind of sucks. Because I honestly think this is a great film. But, yeah, because when it came out, it came out alongside Annihilation and Every Day. And it finished second to Black Panther. And then the next week, Death Wish and Red Sparrow came out, and it fell behind them, and then it just kept going down. So, because Black Panther dominated for a long time. So,
yep.
But, all right. Any other things before we go into reviews?
No fun facts or anything. The fun facts were terrible.
Yeah,
were they?
Yeah, they're awful.
Yeah, one thing, Bateman was actually supposed to direct this, but he didn't because the guy who did direct it, the two who did a rewrite of the script. They said, we'll only do a rewrite if you let us direct it. So, and the cast members actually got together and had their own little game night for fun to try and get into character.
They played Clue and Joking Hazard.
Yep.
Oh, Joking Hazard.
I honestly have no idea. Oh, I didn't get that correlation. They keep referencing Fight Club, and then in charades, or not in charades, but in the Guess Who game, they have Ed Norton.
Oh yeah.
So, which, by the way, he has to be terrible at that when he goes, "Oh, famous actor we met 8 years ago at an airport." Yeah, you don't how she's supposed.
That's too obscure.
Yeah, it's use everyone, so not just. But whatever. Also, Rachel McAdams was in the MCU, and they talk about the Incredible Hulk. She was in Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, those are so obscure.
Yeah, I know. I love those sometimes though, where people it's 6 degrees of separation of Kevin Bacon or whatever, where it's oh, she was in the MCU because they mentioned the Incredible Hulk, but it's oh, she was also in Doctor Strange. So
yeah, my brain did not connect the dots.
No. But all right, so reviews then.
Go for it.
Okay. Yeah, so this is my second time this year seeing this. I loved this film. It was all those twists and just the humor and them making fun of themselves and making fun of the script and that I think is just great. I think the cast ensemble is great. Even the second viewing, knowing what's happening, I was still laughing pretty good. I mean, some of it too was just knowing Jake and Drew were trying to figure it out, so that made me laugh too. But I think it is a pretty good movie. Yeah, it's a little cheesy in some parts, but it's very entertaining. And I really hope you people watch this before you listen to us, because we probably didn't do it justice.
Nope. Probably not. We don't want to ruin all the good bits, though.
Yeah. And that's what sucks sometimes about doing a newer movie. But we tried to warn you. But I hope, and maybe not even by ruining stuff, if you did listen to this makes you want to go see it. To be what the fuck are they even referencing? Why is Jake trying to suck his own dick?
Is that what was happening?
Yes. Anyways, I'm just gonna give the movie an 8.5.
I genuinely like this movie. This is my first time seeing it. The cast is solid, all around. I would say. Bateman's good in this, like better than his other shit I've seen him. Couples Retreat. He's way better in this than he was in Couples Retreat.
So not a sociopath.
Yeah.
This whole thing is better than Couples Retreat. Don't.
Yes. No, I'm not downplaying this movie at all, equating it to Couples Retreat, but no, it really is a good movie. The jokes are genuinely funny. The pacing's good. Basically all the stuff we mentioned earlier, I highly recommend seeing it. I had a lot of fun watching this. I would give it an 8.3.
This is my first time seeing this, and I won't lie, I was a little bit skeptical because rom-coms aren't really a genre movie that I really dabble too much in. But this was a fun one. It keeps it pretty light. It has that air of mystery that keeps you guessing what the fuck is going on. Everybody in it's pretty likable and pretty good at the role that they're given. As always, Jason Bateman was good. All your other supplementary characters were, serviceable.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty decent all around. There wasn't anything that really jumped out at me as bad in terms of acting. And it's just a fun fucking movie. Like, it's a wild goose chase from virtually the beginning to the end, and it keeps you guessing and wondering what's going to happen, and it's genuinely funny at times and violent occasionally, and I was surprised it was rated R too.
Mm-hmm.
Because doing an R-rated rom-com is kind of not something that happens a lot anymore. I can't really think of anything
I'm glad they did an R though. The
Yeah,
cursing, the blood, and everything kind of really sold it.
I think it would have suffered a little bit if they had tried to make it a little more family friendly.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's a great time. I'd probably give it an 8.
And yeah, like they don't even call this a romantic comedy, which they call it just an action mystery comedy.
There's a little bit of the whole let's have kids,
and even the first 15 minutes are them just getting together. So, or not even 15, 10. So,
but it's done in a way that it isn't the crutch that
Mm-hmm.
it constantly has to go back to. Like, hey, we got to flesh out relationship shit. It kind of just feels natural in this.
Yes, they honestly, like, the most fleshed out relationship doing is the newest couple with the Irish and the stupid guy who actually went to Harvard.
And they don't even dwell on that, really.
Nope. They could make passing jokes on it. So
it was nice to
Mm-hmm.
not see it try to hold your hand for the
Mm-hmm.
whole thing.
you brought $17.
That was a great scene.
All right. Jake, you're up next. What we gotta look forward to?
I don't know.
Oh,
I've never heard of that.
It's an Egyptian movie.
are we gonna watch Hide and Seek?
Hide and seek.
With Robert De Niro and Dakota.
No. No. We're not going to watch Hide and Seek. I've eliminated that movie 100% from next week.
Also, you're gonna do Contact.
I thought about it. Like, today, not even right now. I thought about it, like, on my lunch break. I was like, if I told them I wanted to do Contact, would they believe me?
No.
Contact will be one of those I just, like, randomly. I'm like, hey, we're doing Contact. So we're doing Contact.
Okay.
But we aren't doing Contact. There's one guy that's like, fucking do Contact. I've been waiting so long.
And he hangs himself after this pod.
Yeah.
Hey, I have Mannequin 2 if you want to watch Mannequin 2.
I don't think I do. I think you had lightning in a bottle with the first one. You
The
can never
Oscar-winning
top that.
Mannequin.
We can't ruin it.
You can't top it.
Oh. Alright.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Okay.
literally haven't even thought about it that much.
Alright, yeah. I got
Something good, I would hope.
Nah, you usually pick shit.
Yeah.
Let's say you guys either love or hate mine. So,
Suburbia 2.
oh god,
The Suburbaning.
What if I brought it, like, I dressed it up like it was real, and it was just like a homemade one. It's just me wearing different wigs and pretending to talk to other people.
Dude, I'd watch that.
I would watch that.
Like, how alarmed
Are you
would
trying to
be?
sleep with yourself in it as well?
Yeah. It's just me with a fucking cable around my neck, trying to suck my own dick.
This is what suburban life has come to.
It's like a really great metaphor if you're an asshole.
We've had commandos. Now we're gonna have. We had a piece of shit standing outside a gas station. Now we get a guy trying to suck himself off.
I don't know how he loves Clerks, but he hates that. It's the same damn
No,
thing.
they are not.
Talk about deep-seated problems. It's a lot of dialogue.
God forbid people be troubled, Ty. I don't fucking care.
Okay. Alright, well, then we'll look forward to whatever the fucking shit Jake is next week.
Oh, it's gonna be straight garbage now.
The Garbage Pail Kids movie?
Yes.
Oh my god, I want to see that.
I can't make you happy, so I need to find something. I need to contact someone.
Supergirl, the movie?
Contact someone?
Oh my god. I need to call your brother and be like, what does Ty really fucking hate to watch? And he'll say straight porn.
I'm all about them lesbians.
Which implies he's watching you watch gay porn? Alright. This was a podcast. Goodbye.
No, not quite. Alright, that'll do it for this week. Like, share, subscribe, Facebook, Twitter, Libsyn, iTunes, YouTube, favorite podcast apps.
YouTube favorite podcast apps?
Yeah. TJDmoviereviews@gmail.com.
Still nothing there.
Yeah.
Twitter emails the fuck out of us, though.
Really?
Oh my god. I get an email every day.
Turn it
But
on.
nobody's tweeting us. It's just like a horse shit
Just one girl at TJD Movie Reviews. Eat a dick, Jake.
every day.
Every day.
I mean, that would be fan
Every day.
interaction.
Every day.
Not really a fan,
Every
though.
day she writes the tweet.
A fan of watching you eat your dick, apparently.
I mean, nobody's watching me eat my dick.
Could we
Yes.
set up a naughty cam for Jake? Like,
A what?
one of those naughty cams where, like, you know, you go on the porn sites and, like, it's the naughty girls or whatever.
You mean
But
just a webcam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have you trying to suck your dick. And
We-
people will pay for
We
it.
could buy all new equipment.
Who would pay for it?
I think you
Are
misunderestimated.
you saying...
Yeah, you're right.
It's like, are you shitting me?
Yeah, somebody will pay for that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a horrifying thought. What the fuck is wrong with that guy that he's like, I'll pay to watch this fat guy try to suck his own dick?
There's people like Gary that exist in real life.
Gary?
Yeah,
The cop.
The cop from Game Night.
Oh, Gary. Oh. I thought he was referencing someone we knew.
You know
I'm
Gary.
like, Gary.
Gary the snail.
Yep.
Meow. All right, that'll do it for this week. I'm Ty.
Jake.
And I'm Drew.
Bye.